Hello, this is Yogan again. So yeah, I'm doing another video, or not video, voice recording, and so the main thing that I'm going to talk about really is going to be about, this is going to be a supplemental, to my blog that I wrote on essentially this positive pattern, if you will, wherein I wrote out a whole step-by-step, moment-to-moment pattern, series of events, of moments, where I had these experiences of feeling really good, and my associations and thoughts, uh, and also the reason why. I was able to identify a memory from a while ago that explained what went on for these few hours. And I wrote a blog on that. And I would like to talk more deeply now in this video recording, just in the moment, about that, and see what more I can add on that. So, I don't know, it's pretty interesting how, for me personally at least, the working with positive energy, which we can call when you feel really good, how that's been more of a challenge for me to work with, because I don't know. Well, I mean, in what I wrote down, I identified that first of all, within accessing that positive energy, I become very forgetful. I forget, and I'm very unaware of what's going on. You know, so that's one thing. You may say one reason. Another one is it has to do with how, I guess in a way, how really what it is, positive energy is just a desire for more energy, you know? So it's like a snowball falling down a mountain. It just keeps building momentum until it eventually reaches the bottom and then it crashes into something. Maybe a tree or a house, but it's gonna crash. So, yeah. It's kind of like that. It's very obvious that it's for energy because that's what it is. It's positive. You want more and more. So while, the negative emotions, they're more hidden or secret, They're, and they don't feel good, obviously. So it's almost like a natural motivation to stop them. With positive energy, it's really like a direct statement that I want more energy, And what's interesting is that the negative emotions that I wrote that occur after the crash, after the fall of positive energy, they're all emotions that motivate to get more energy. So they motivate to get more positive energy again. Because they're really about the loss of the positive energy. So like sadness, depression, downtrodden, melancholy, those words, those experiences are all about trying to get back to the positive and how you fell out of the positive, you know? So that's interesting. I don't know, for me personally, it's pretty important, like a milestone for me, because I've always struggled with this point in really identifying and looking at positive energy and, let's say, really stopping it. Um, partly because I was in it within it so often that it was really hard to distinguish. I don't know, like, because I'll just share this. This might be helpful. I've always had this kind of thought or assumption that maybe, what this positive energy was maybe me or natural or okay. And, what this past experience taught me was that, that's not okay, because I was able to see directly all the consequences, all the direct results of being like this and accessing this. And, it was a nice little package because it occurred over a few hours. And yeah, and it's like how I also wrote about how the small moments that are positive, that, it doesn't look like there'll be any consequence, but it takes time for them to come together and build until it explodes. And then there's consequence. So maybe that's part of the difficulty, or maybe the challenge or requirement, is we have to be aware because it takes time. It takes time for it to occur. And so we need to use our memory to remember how we got where we were. And so that requires a greater awareness of time and space. And, that's the challenge. And I mean, one question would be, why aren't we already aware of that? Because we know we aren't very good at being aware of time and space and how we got to where we are and how we did what we did, So that's something we have to do, and that's one thing that this experience has showed me. Partly because the reason why I was so successful is because I was able to do that and do that immediately and act in the moment. Once that was over, I was able to, question and just spend time remembering. That was like the first thing I did was, question what is this? And remembering all the events, all the moments. That was the very first thing I did, which is accessing my memory to identify that. Okay, so this is a supplemental recording to my blog, which I see is a very important point for me, and so it's probably a very important point for everyone else. And yeah, so yeah, so enjoy your day or night or morning.